On this occasion, we are required to find the length of this side, PQ. And we are again labeling the hypotenuse. As a matter of fact, for the most part, the hypotenuse will play a very, very important role when we are manipulating a circumstance involving a right-angled triangle. We are labeling the hypotenuse, the longest side, and the side that is opposite to the right angle. PQ is a short side. The side that we intend to find is PQ. PQ is one of the short sides of the right-angled triangle. The length of the hypotenuse and the other short side are known. PQ is what we need to find. We know the length of the other short side. Of course, PQ is one of the shorter sides. And we also know the length of the hypotenuse. PQ is therefore equal to the hypotenuse squared minus the length of the other side squared, or the square of the other side. The application of Pythagoras' theorem to a short side of a right-angled triangle requires that we subtract the square of the other short side from the square of the hypotenuse. When we are finding the hypotenuse, well, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. However, when we are finding one of the shorter sides, then we will subtract the square of the other short side from the square of the hypotenuse. Then we will take the square root of the result, as implied by the formula that we have here. So the hypotenuse is 8. The length of the other short side is 4. We therefore have the square root of all of 8 squared minus 4 squared, which will be the square root of, when we square this we get 64, minus, when we square this we get 16. PQ is equal to the square root of 64 minus 16. As a matter of fact, all of 64 minus 16, which turns out to be the square root of 48. Students are sometimes very hasty in applying Pythagoras' theorem. And as soon as they see that they are required to apply Pythagoras' theorem, they invariably add the two values. And that is something that is exploited by examiners. As soon as students are required, or candidates are required to apply Pythagoras' theorem, the first thing that comes to mind is that they need to add the squares. However, that is a common mistake that they make when one of the short side is required. When the short side is required, we are required to subtract the square of the other short side from the square of the hypotenuse instead of adding them both. PQ is therefore equal to the square root of 48, which is a very close approximation to 6.9 centimeters. Download Richard James Mathematics Resources app from the Google Play Store and have all of your examination solutions, instructional manuals, and other electronic books and booklets in one place. Also, have all of our products and services at your fingertips and on the go. Call or WhatsApp 876-351-9689 or 876-318-8848 for all hard copy books and booklets to complement your studies. Significant discounts will be given to everyone who is registered with any of our programs.